Sorry about the disruption, boys and girls. So we were talking about our crafts here. So this one here, this appears to be a small bunny, and it's got two eyes and one nose. One nose is always the best number of noses. And we've got this one. This one's got some big googly eyes. I like the googly eyes. What I like to do best with googly eyes is make them shake.
Okay.
That's my favorite thing about googly eyes.
All right. Okay, and I'm going to step outside.
And here's another one. This one's great big. I like the ear. It's like bah, 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 bah. And this one's got googly eyes too. Let's see if we can make them shake. That's fun. Cool. So we'll begin reading our stories. This time of year, everybody's always talking about springtime, and there's lots of things associated with springtime. One of my favorite things associated with springtime is bunnies. So I chose two different bunny books for you. And we'll start with the first one. This one is called Guess How Much I Love You. It is written by Sam McBratney and illustrated by Anita Jerem. So we remember that every book has an author, and a lot of these kids' books also have an illustrator. And the illustrator is just the person who drew the pictures. Sometimes the person who wrote the book and the person who drew the pictures are the same person, like a Mo Willems book. And sometimes they're different. On this one, Sam wrote the book, and then he had his friend Anita draw the pictures for us. Here, let's start out. Let's see what it's about. Little brown nut hare. Little nut brown hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to big nut brown hare's very long ears. So there's little nut brown hare, and there's big nut brown hare. And so you might remember, hare is kind of an unusual word. You don't hear hare a whole lot anymore. It's an unusual word that just means rabbit, or it means bunny. And you might have heard of the story, The Tortoise and the Hare. It's the same as that. So it just means rabbit or bunny. So every time whenever we're talking about a hare, we're talking about a bunny. So this little brown nut hare was holding on to the big guy's ears. He wanted to be sure that big nut brown hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I can guess that, said big nut brown hare. Look, he has her ears, just pulling them down. There's a tree. Do you ever do that whenever you want your mom or dad to listen? You just pull them and go, oh, talk to me, listen to me. That's what he's doing. This much, said little nut brown hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they would go. There he is. He's like, I love you this much. Big nut brown hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought little nut brown hare. So his arms are even longer. So he was able to stretch them out even bigger. And look, he's watching like, wow. I love you as high as I can reach, said little nut brown hare. There he is, just reaching as high as his little arms will go. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hair. That is quite high, thought Little Nut Brown Hair. I wish I had arms like that. He's a lot bigger, so his arms can go a lot higher. Then Little Nut Brown Hair had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. You see, he's going upside down. He's trying to make his toes really, really, really tall. And he's just looking at him like, that's kind of crazy. I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hair, swinging him up over his head. Do your parents or do your big people ever do that? Do they ever pick you up and swing you around? I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hair, bouncing up and down. There he is. He's really trying to hop. You can see him there. But you can see his little fluffy toe there. You can see it here. He's bouncing and bouncing as much as he can. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hair, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. See, he hopped so high that his ears touched the tree. That's pretty cool. And look at Little Nut Brown Hair, and he's like, wow, that's pretty good. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hair. I wish I could hop like that. Yeah, he's like, wow! I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hair. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hair. So there's the river. The river is right in the middle of the picture. That's what they're talking about. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hair. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. Do you ever get like that? You're so sleepy, but you still want to stay awake. So you just sit there and fall asleep. You ever do that? I did it once and I fell asleep into some cereal. It wasn't very good. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, out into the big dark sky. Nothing could be farther than the sky. See, there he is. He's fighting to stay awake. And there he is, looking up. And then Big Nut Brown Hair picked him up over here. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hair. That's very, very far. Isn't that sweet? There's something. Big Nut Brown Hair settled Little Nut Brown Hair into the bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him goodnight. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, "I love you," right up to the moon and back. Isn't that a sweet little story? Now we'll read The Runaway Bunny by Margret Wise Brown. Pictures by Clement Hurd. So we remember on the last book, they called the pictures illustrations. So remember, the pictures and the illustrations, they mean the same thing. They're just the drawings. And this person, Margret Wise Brown, she also wrote Goodnight Moon too. So she's a very famous author, or she's a very famous writer of children's books. This one is called The Runaway Bunny. Once there was a little bunny who wanted to run away. So he said to his mother, "I am running away." "If you run away," said his mother, "I will run after you, for you are my little bunny." There's the mama, and then there's a little bunny. "If you run after me," said the little bunny, "I will become a fish in a trout stream, and I will swim away from you." "If you become a fish in a trout stream," said his mother, "I will become a fisherman, and I will fish for you." I like this picture. This picture is my favorite one in this book. I think it's really funny because the little bunny, he said that he wanted to become a fish in the stream. And then his mama said, "Okay, what I'll do is I'll fish for you." "And how would you fish for a little bunny?" "Of course you would use a carrot." That's really clever. So I think if I wanted to catch a bunny in the stream, I'd probably use a carrot too. "If you become a fisherman," said the little bunny, "I will become a rock on the mountain, high above you." "If you become a rock on the mountain, high above me," said his mother, "I will become a mountain climber, and I will climb to where you are." So here's this one. So there's the mama. She's a mountain climber. She's got on a green backpack and a red hat. She's got a rope. And over there, there's the bunny. The bunny is a rock. I like that. It looks pretty cool. Let's see what happens next. "If you become a mountain climber," said the little bunny, "I will be a crocus in a hidden garden." "If you become a crocus in a hidden garden," said his mother, "I will be a gardener, and I will find you." Okay. So here's the mom as a gardener. And look over here. Look over there. See if you can see where the bunny is. So the bunny said it'll become a crocus, and a crocus is a type of flower. The bunny said it'd become a crocus in the garden. Do you see the bunny? Where's he at? Is he right here? No. Is he up there? No. Is he right there with his ears sticking out? Yeah, you found him. "If you are a gardener and find me," said the little bunny, "I will be a bird and I will fly away from you." "If If you become a bird and fly away from me, said his mother, I will be a tree that you will come home to. So there's the bunny with some big old wings. The wings are way bigger than the bunny. And over here on this side, you see the mama. She's a tree. What's a bunny-shaped tree? I don't think I've ever seen a bunny-shaped tree. Have you? If you become a tree, said the little bunny, I will become a sailboat and I will sail away from you. If you become a sailboat and sail away from me, said his mother, I will become the wind and blow you where I want you to go. I like this picture too. So here's the mama, she's the wind. She's kind of like a big cloud there. Then over there, you see the little bunny. The bunny's ears, they're kind of like the sails on a sailboat. The bunny has huge ears. And it looks like the bunny even has a flag on the top of the sailboat of it. That's pretty creative. If you become the wind and blow me, said the little bunny, I will join a circus and fly away on a flying trapeze. If you go flying on a flying trapeze, said his mother, I will be a tightrope walker, and I will walk across the air to you. Okay. So here's the bunny on the flying trapeze. This is an old-fashioned circus. You can see the ringmaster. You can see a dog. And let's look at the stuff on the other page. Let's see. You can see a monkey. You can see the mom. So the mom is a tightrope walker. And she uses this umbrella to help her keep her balance while she's walking on the tightrope. It looks like there's some clowns over there. That's a pretty cool picture. If you become a tightrope walker and walk across the air, said the little bunny, I will become a little boy and run into a house. If you become a little boy and run into a house, said the bunny mother, I will become your mother, and I will catch you in my arms and hug you. Oh. So there she is hugging him. That's sweet. And over here, there's a whole lot of really cool stuff happening over here. So you get to see the inside of the bunny's house. What does it look like? So the bunny's got the cow that jumped over the moon. You might remember that one, the hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. They got that. They've got a fire. Looks like they've got some kangaroos on their mantle there. Then over here, you can see the bunny and the bunny's mom. And I think there's some yarn down there. There's all sorts of really cool stuff happening here. Shucks, said the little bunny. I might as well just stay where I am and be your little bunny. And so he did. Have a carrot, said the mother bunny. And here we go. So he decided to stay home, and his mom gave him a carrot. So these bunnies, they live right here under this big tree. And that's the end. Nice. That was a good book. Now I want to tell you, boys and girls, about the books that I'll be reading next time. So next time, I'll be reading 2 books. And these books are about mischievous people. Do you know what that means? Mischievous? Mischievous is when you're bad, but you're not real bad. You're just a little bit bad. These books are called The 5 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed. Whenever I was a little boy, my mom used to read this one to me. I really like it. And I think you'll like it too. I think you'll like it because I think you can probably sing it along with me whenever I read it. This one will be cool. And we will also do Where the Wild Things Are. This one's awesome. This one is about a little boy. And this little boy goes to this island where there are these big, huge, wild things. It's a really cool book. I think you'll like it too. So I hope everybody has a nice time this weekend. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. And we'll post a craft video for these. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you very much. And until then, just keep reading. Bye.